slow. It was a bit slow, let's be honest. Let's all be honest with each other. It was a bit slow at first. I think it was our fault, or maybe you guys before you set the precedent before we came on, something like that.
What was one of your favorite questions?
What was the best question?
Yeah, but not the best. But what was one of your favorites?
If you were a color, what color would you be? Oh, there's a couple. But you know what? This man gave a beautiful answer to a question that I don't even know what the question was anymore. I actually...
You're used to that by now, right? Pretty much. Yeah, he'll answer questions that don't exist.
He really does. The thing is, he usually doesn't answer the question. He goes off on a tangent about something else completely, and I'm trying to figure out when to interrupt him to go on.
It's best just to let him finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a dog in heat.
Interrupting is just encourages.
It's best just to let him finish.
Hold on, let me get that.
Don't worry, it wasn't a demon. Hey, Mark. I'm sure you've told all them, but
Mark has a job.
how is it knowing that you've got a series regular contract next season? Yeah, and you know what? We've spent hours doing that. But one more. I don't care who you are, that's funny. That is rich.
You guys just got your money's worth.
That's it. All right, I think we're done. That was it. We came out to do just that. See you later. No, that's, I am not opening any of those. No, see, I learned my lesson yesterday.
Jensen, I got you a present.
No, you didn't. It's the other way around, genius. He's an angel, he doesn't understand a whole lot of tricks and gimmicks. It's...
Show us, Daniela. This is her idea.
This is your idea. This whole thing is your idea. You're responsible.
It's your idea.
Any complaints, right here.
No. You keep it. We have, for the next 30 minutes, it's here. You have to stand up here. Yes.
This is, what is this?
Sport time.
It's, just in case you guys are wondering, it's sport time. Anyway. You wanna, see now it's just, we used to sit up here and talk about the show and the mythology and the...
Wasn't that boring?
It was,
now,
apparently now we're just dancing tricks and, well,
that dancing trick.
that dancing trick was pretty good, I gotta be honest. I think the rabbit needs a voice, Misha.
Okay, go for it.
I think this would be so much better if the... This is much better.
Just hang on.
Be patient. Come on, guys. We can't do everything at once. I have to do things fluently here, I think.
This is better. This obviously was thought out. I understand. No.
Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce a friend of mine. He comes from a bit far away from where I grew up. Anyway, I'll let him introduce himself. You're gonna have to. You have to speak a little clearer. And that's what we call in the business missing the mark. Why, on God's green earth, are you opening up and can we just take some questions like normal people? What's that? Yeah, this is way better. This isn't going to work at all. In fact, it reminds me, this reminds me of a story about Misha. I'm going to tell you a little story about what happened recently.
One of my favorite stories to not tell.
Yeah. So, hey Misha, while I'm telling the story, will you go ahead and make up one of your prized flying machines? Yeah, thanks. So there we are, shooting the show called Supernatural. In what did we call that? The war room?
Yeah, but you should give the preamble of like what had happened that day.
All right. I'm going to go on record as saying this was probably Misha's most difficult day on the set of Supernatural in his tenure there. Jared and myself.
We're horrible fucking human beings.
A bit strong.
But accurate.
It was so much on the pranking end, and by pranking I use that term loosely. It's more of just messing with him on a constant basis. Anyway, it got to the point. It got to the point.
It got to the point where people drove over from the studio to watch on the monitors while they made me lose my shit. Like everybody was like, Misha, I'm really sorry that happened. I have to say, it was kind of funny. I'm really sorry. It got to the point, it was so bad.
The next day,
he apologized. That's how bad it got.
And like an honest, serious, like, hey man, I actually went home last night and thought about that was messed up. I'm sorry. That was uncool. I can't promise that it's not gonna happen again. But you know, I wanted to apologize. That was really unfair. That being said, Jared and I were really messing with it. It got so bad to where the camera guy who was operating the camera on his shoulder like this on Misha's coverage, while I'm standing right here. I don't know if I should tell this.
Yeah, you should.
Okay. Well, let's just say that he got into it, and while it was happening, and just reached down and undid his zipper and was going, while holding the camera and shooting his close-up, and Misha's just like, really, Rosie, you too? Come on! So anyway, as the day went on and Misha's frustration began to build and build and build and really get to a point that it was becoming kind of uncomfortable on set. And I will blame most of this on Jared because he really doesn't gauge when I could see that he was getting fed up.
Could you? Because I couldn't see that you could see it.
I'm an actor. But Jared just kept going, and if he's still going, well, who am I to stand by and not enjoying it? So anyway, it got to the point where Misha was just like so frustrated, and he walks over and he spends some time by himself, and he gets up and in like a rage, he takes this paper airplane.
I finally had my chance to get back at those motherfuckers.
And here we come.
They had a little bit where they were getting, the camera was just on them.
Yeah.
And so I got a paper airplane and I went like this.
As we're, yeah, right, like literally, we're probably this far away, and he goes, "You mother." There was so much
I have to say, at the
retaliation.
end of the day, I feel like I kind of won.
I got him with that paper airplane dive bomb. That was retaliation right down the pipe. Yeah, that was a good day. You'll see it on the gag reel.
That's good.
I actually we just got we get copies of the gag reel after they put together. They kind of need to ask us for our permission because there's some subjectable things that happen in the gag reel. And sometimes they need to be like, "Hey, are you guys okay with everybody seeing you act like complete idiots?" And generally, Jared and I are like, "Yeah, that's fine." No, they pretty much know we already.
Have you ever had them take anything out of the gag?
Never.
No.
No, I actually have requested them to put things in. Yeah. Anyway, there's plenty of that day in that, so you'll see some of what Misha had to go through. But I still feel bad. I mean, not really.
This one's kind of interesting.
This one is.
These both are for specific fans, so.
It says the craziest fan.
Does anyone self-identify as the craziest fan?
Who here among you is the craziest fan?
Anyone?
Literally hands shot.
This woman shot
Nuts.
first and highest, so.
Well,
Show us how crazy. Yeah, show us crazy. She doesn't know. Not crazy enough.
Why?
Okay, that woman in the very back looks pretty crazy. So why don't you come up? Actually, how about this?
Ooh, yeah, coffee? Yes. Oh.
This will work. Here, pass this back to her. She's the crazy looking one in the back.
Misha, espresso.
Thank you. Can you pass this back, please? To the crazy one. She's the very one.
Some espresso. She's got some she's getting a little late today.
They're trying to wake us up. That's a bad sign when they give you a coffee. When they give you a coffee without you asking, it's a bad sign.
I think we should take a work break. Let's take a question. How about you? There's a lineup.
We were having a perfectly good conversation.
You were having a perfectly good conversation with yourself as usual.
Let's start it.
Go make an airplane.
Hi
Hi.
guys.
How are you?
Hi.
You might, Jensen, you might
It's
know.
me.
I know.
Get a room, you two.
Jensen,
Yes.
you might know the symbol of Misha Minions is a monkey head. And if you had to create a head for you fans, what would it be?
Bald cap?
Repeat the question.
You might know that the symbol for Misha Millions is a monkey head. If you had to create a head for your fan, what would it be? These can be any head, big head, small head, head with feathers, head with pom-poms, head with fur, head with crazy smiley face. You name, you can have it. It's your magic head. With rabbit in it, maybe, I don't know. There are no Russians in the audience, are there? I don't know.
What? Assaulting hat?
Yeah.
You guys don't know what the hell that is. Yeah, I know it's Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Sorting hat. I imagine that's something you put on when you're doing athletics. Like you're sorting letters.
Oh, sort
I guess in the world of Harry Potter, they have to put on hats to sort out their issues.
Is that really?
Is this true? I mean, is there a hat? It's like, listen, I'm going to sort some stuff out. I'm just going to get my sorting hat on. And I've got stuff going on. I just need to get sorted out. I'm going to go put my hat on.
You know what? Let me check this out. What is a sorting hat?
Let's not dive into that. Can we not?
Here, can you pass your phone up, please?
Don't. We'll change the picture and... Well, trust me, this just happened yesterday to me. I was like, hey, did you read the review in Variety about the season finale? It's actually really interesting. You should read it. And then I gave him the phone. I was like, oh, hang on, I gotta go front this person. And I came back in and I looked at my phone. I'm like, well, that's nice. That's not at all my wife in dating. And I won't tell you what it was.
It wasn't child friendly. The photo, his lock
It
screen.
wasn't anything friendly. I'm pretty sure it would offend anybody ever.
No, there's a couple of
No,
You're probably right.
it's pretty offensive. Pretty offensive. But it doesn't really stop there when either one of us get each other's phones.
These photos.
We go deep. You know the little sent from my iPhone? Oh, yeah. I know, it's painful. Hey, but you know what? After I took the hat off, I felt all sorted out. I was like, good to go. Yeah, you know the little like sent from my iPhone or emailed from my iPad. You can change that to be like, I have sex with donkeys, or something. And you gotta really kind of dig and see. There was a few things.
Did you find the other thing? The thing?
Shut up.
Yeah.
My hat
Yes, your hat.
would be a Viking hat. I'm talking the horns and the armor.
You know, that doesn't pack well. I mean, it's hard to travel with a bike.
Oh no, you can break it down.
Oh, like a compact folds.
Just a compact, yeah, it folds up. Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
What if it's Sebastian? It's taken us this long to get through one question.
It's the espresso.
Hello. I'm going to read out my question.
Very good.
Castiel and Dean have faced many dangerous situations together, like you would if you were fighting in a war. And that can create a bond as strong as a blood tie. Is that why Dean once told Castiel that they were like family? Do you feel that they are as close as real brothers would be?
I'm going to be serious for about 10 seconds. I feel that they're about as close as brothers, or about as close as non-brothers can be, as far as like war buddies, like guys that have been in the trenches and seen the dark side and fought together and watched each other's backs. And there's a kindred spirit between the two of them that they both Cass chose free will. Dean constantly chooses free will. There's some like-mindedness to the both of them, and they are like brothers without the blood. Agree?
Yes, I do agree. I also think that for Castiel, Dean is like, in this season, his relationship with Sam got stronger, but I think that there definitely was a time when Dean was sort of his only connection to another. Like, Cass is kind of this alone being who had nothing. He was alienated from humanity, he was alienated from heaven. He didn't like himself very much, so there were times when it was like Dean was the only person who he could talk to. So that's like a very important thing, you know. And it's definitely got that foxhole vibe, like you're facing not only death, together, which is a big deal. But you're also facing at times like, are we causing the apocalypse? You know, things like that. That you are kind of feel like, I don't know. I think that people do, like in the trenches of World War I, I imagine that it was kind of similar stuff. Like this is the guy you're dying with, kind of. And I think that they're faced with that all the time. This is the guy you're dying with.
And I think, as probably most of you know, bonds form within tragedy. And I think that was a brothership that formed within this tragic situation that they had found themselves in. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, Jensen. Misha again. My question is to both of you. Just imagine, your characters wake up one day and they are suddenly female. What would be their reaction?
I think I can feel this one. I think Castiel would be very unfazed by it. And I think that Dean would probably play with himself.
I think because as soon as she said that, what would be the reaction? My immediate reaction via Dean would be titties.
I knew it!
As Dean. I don't share those sentiments. He is a character. Sometimes I try to think like him, but you know, he is his own.
Jensen often forgets that he's not Dean. It's a little creepy.
Really, because why are you speaking like Castiel?